The next clip was uploaded by Q and comes to us from Japan. The premise of this video is quite simple. We see a man taking a tour through a house that seems to be called the House of Mirrors. It does seem quite normal at first. However, as the man makes his way through, there does seem to be an awful lot of mirrors. Creepy. Ghosts and mirrors have been associated with each other for a long time, and for a lot of people, mirrors can give them a serious feeling of unease. They are believed to be portals to other worlds or windows into the afterlife. Could this be why this house is so filled with them? Back to the video. The man is walking around a particularly dark portion of the house. When he peeks into one of the mirrors, and we see a door opening behind him. Spooky, right? But by far the creepiest moment is this one. Watch and see for yourself. Something seems to be appearing right behind him. A person perhaps. Impossible, however, since this place was abandoned. Was it an intruder, or did something paranormal unfold here? Extremely scary in my opinion. The following video was sent by Andrea Jazz and it was captured by CCTV camera, which is mounted above a train track at a station. The train car has been taken out of circulation due to a pending repair job. The weird thing is that inside the car some really strange activity was unfolding.
Bueno, eso ya es una fuerza, boludo. Mucho viento, sí.
Poner de vuelta.
Pará. Ahí vienen ustedes. Encima venían ustedes.
Lo llevamos nosotros.
2 minutos después.
Que estaba cerrada la puerta.
Boludo, la puerta.
Pará, ¿viste eso, Nero?
Sí, dale.
La puerta ahí está abierta. Tomá.
A ver, pero
But what almost went unnoticed for a moment is this person here. Or is it a person? The security guard stated that it's very unlikely that somebody was lingering around there, especially at night. And if you combine it with the activity inside the train car, was it a paranormal incident perhaps? In the end, we have to ask ourselves here if that's just a regular person, or if something else coordinated this mysterious event. The following is another video, which was uploaded by a Reddit user to the paranormal section. He found something really odd unfolding in one of the latest episodes of the show American Pickers. He states, I noticed something really odd in season 22, episode 12. The team is scavenging through an unused building and there appears to be a figure which you can barely see in the original episode. It's much clearer on my phone recording though. It looks like a ghost walking on the right side of the screen, and I can confidently say that it was not a team member.
Get to the top of the stairs. Holy cow.
It does look a bit strange, and I couldn't fully say what exactly it is. Can you? If it wasn't a member of the team, as Ronan states, was it a ghost? I mean, it is quite weird that this person is appearing out of the pitch darkness, wouldn't you say? Let me hear what you think. Now we want to take a look at the latest update from It's Simon Official, who's working in a supposedly haunted office building as a night guard. We have taken a look at his case in the past. He states that he had to lay low for a bit, since his employer didn't appreciate him sharing all the videos on his profile. When he was on one of his nightly walks, however, he captured something pretty creepy in the staircase.
I was recording for 30 minutes. Nothing happened. Until...
Hello? Oh my god, what the? Bro.
Did something come after him here? A viewer of his profile noticed something else though. Is a shadow person peeking through the door glass here. Proof that this building is haunted indeed. Let me know what you guys think. This next photo was posted to Reddit by user OKAlternative, and she writes, "Any idea what this could be? Photo taken roughly 3 years ago when my boyfriend and I were in Fern Canyon in California Redwoods. Took multiple photos in the same area, and the thing only showed in this one pic. No other people around besides us." The photo appears to be taken in the canyon on a nice sunny day. Everything looks totally beautiful and normal, right? Well, let's take a look closer. The photographer appears to have captured a very strange figure, made completely out of light. Looks oddly like a person though. Is it possible this is the spirit of someone who met their demise in the Fern Canyon? Or just a trick of the light? Now we will be looking at a clip uploaded by LeBronWho422 from the United States. He writes, "Me and my friends were hanging out in my basement for the last night before moving. Kyle thought he found a mouse in the back room. After watching all our videos at the new house, this is what we came across." Well, let's see what the uploader captured in this basement.
Oh, so what are you doing?
Dude, come on, man. I just lost like 50 bucks in cards.
You can get over it.
I know. I'm gonna just have to.
What are you doing over there?
I think I found a mouse in here somewhere.
Are you serious?
Dude.
It's done. No worries. I can't find it.
Turn the lights on. Turn the lights on.
Dude, I'm not standing
Turn the
with a
lights
mouse.
on! Turn the lights on!
I'm not standing with
I'll
a
do
mouse.
this. I'll do
I
it.
can't see anything.
There's no mouse in here.
The video starts off normally, just a couple of friends hanging out and eating in the basement. However, things very quickly take a turn when LeBron pans to his friend in another section of the home. The friend Kyle believes that he spotted a mouse in the dark corner of the basement, but it seems as though he may have captured something even creepier.
I think I found a mouse in here somewhere.
When Kyle bends down, a large face can be seen behind him. This creature seems to linger in the doorframe until they finally turn on the lights. No spirits can be seen, and no mouse either. The eerie part of this clip is the way nobody seems to notice the quiet entity until much later when reviewing the footage. Is there a reasonable explanation for this video? Or is this definitely a shadow figure sighting, as the men believe? What is your opinion on this? Now we want to check out an update on the creepy piñata man, Mario Lara. I'm sure that most of you are familiar with the owner of the apparent haunted party store that had a particularly creepy piñata in it. Many were certain that this thing was possessed, and the last thing that was known about it was that Mario himself burned it. There were just too many terrifying things going on. However, apparently the activity did not stop after that. He has several CCTV cameras installed around the house and in his store, which is situated on the ground floor level. One day, something seemed to have grabbed his finger and pulled it back so hard that Mario was even hurt a little. Strange. What followed was a terrifying capture of the camera in the living room a while after. A ghost child seems to make it upstairs and lingers around for a bit, watching the man with the VR set. Easy to think that Mario's son might have been captured here, but apparently he and his mother weren't home at the time. Really hard to say what exactly is going on here then. Maybe the dark portal in his store is still open. This next clip was uploaded by The Chilling Floor and features a potential ghost sighting during a paranormal investigation at a castle in the UK. The creator of the clip claims that they captured a ton of unexplained phenomena during the investigation and that there was an extremely scary vibe in this old castle. And to make things even weirder, this castle was even used as a prison in the 70s. And was the location that Donald Nelson, aka the Black Panther, was held. The poster wrote, "We did an overnight stay and recorded some very scary footage. We captured a face peeking in from outside the window that didn't look human, a shadow figure standing against a wall, and an orb pictured by one of the prison cells." The video begins with a tour of an old flight of stairs, and we can see that there's definitely an eerie vibe in this castle.
Some of you may remember him. Here's another cell, another prison cell. This is divided.
We then arrive at the very cell where the Black Panther stayed during his time there.
There seemed to be a face peering in. This one is proper scary. Again, I didn't notice it at the time. But watch as I turn the camera, there's a figure by the wall.
What do you guys think of this clip? Is it possible the ghost of the Black Panther is still around the prison cell where he spent so many years? Or possibly another prisoner who met a terrible fate in the castle? The next video was shared by a couple of parents who noticed that something quite mysterious was captured on the recording of their baby camera. They didn't notice it at first, but at some point were basically forced to acknowledge that something wasn't quite normal. A strange white object appeared right next to the crib in which their little toddler was sleeping. They thought it might have been a bug at first, but in the end weren't quite sure if maybe something else was going on here. Does it look like a bug to you? The father said that it might have been one of the deceased grandparents who was visiting the kid, and maybe leaning into the picture and looking at the grandkid. Is this possible? Or was it something different? The following video comes from Japan and features a few paranormal investigators walking through a thick forest with an old abandoned cabin. The investigators are seen peeking through the windows and around the side of the house. Nothing strange really. But after getting home and checking the footage, they thought to have noticed something. They slowed the footage down and noticed something truly terrifying. Something appears to be peeking out of this old hut. Is it a woman? A homeless person, perhaps? The uploader states that he, however, thinks that we are seeing a spirit here. Do you think that could be so? Unsettling. The following is a recording that was shared by a man who started documenting some really unusual activity in his new house. He had just moved in recently, and ever since had trouble sleeping at night. Seeing shadows and weird apparitions was nothing new for him. That's why he started recording these incidents now. The tone of his voice clearly indicates that he was freaked out a little bit.
What the
Besides this item being moved up there, however, there was something even more terrifying. A shadow apparition that was standing in one of the other rooms, and he didn't see it. That makes this even more creepy. Was it maybe the reason for all this ghostly activity? Or was it just visiting him that night? Certainly really terrifying if you think about it. If the man moved houses after this is unknown. The following video was shared by Bruce Edwards. He noticed that something pretty creepy was unfolding in a news recording. He captured it off of his TV. He states that there was a report about a fatal scooter accident by Channel Fox News. noticed that a creepy figure appeared in the field, right next to the site of the accident. Bruce even goes so far to believe that this could have been one of the black-eyed children. Others say that it might have been the Grim Reaper, or some form of ghostly or even demonic presence. The area of the accident was not accessible to the public at the time. So, what else could it have been in your opinion? Really unsettling. It seems as though there may actually be something inhabiting the house, and whatever it is doesn't want visitors. As the pair makes their way towards the open front door, something slams the door in their faces and makes a terrible shriek. Understandably, the men decide now is probably a good time to leave and head back for the vehicle. What could be living in this old abandoned home? A human or a spirit? It's possible, if there actually was a death in the house, that the spirit is lingering there for some reason. Given the remote and forest location, it seems possible that some other type of paranormal entity could have made this place their home. What do you think the men saw that night?